this a short one. It don't gotta be too long. I decided to do a unpopular opinion 2025 edition. Now, everybody got an opinion, just like everybody has an ear, so I'm gonna give out my opinions. First, unpopular opinion of 2025. I feel like marriage is very important before you have kids. I feel that way because I noticed that it's become like the norm to have kids before marriage. It leads to the baby fathers, then the baby mothers, family drama, have siblings. Like, that's why marriage was, created so you could build a foundation with the person that you're gonna live with the rest of your life and have kids with, and to only be with this person. But now that people just want to make babies before marriage, it's just like it becomes ridiculous. But that's my opinion on that. My second unpopular opinion, 2025 edition, is stop giving unsolicited advice to make yourself feel better. What I mean by that, unsolicited advice is advice that's given to you but you never asked for it. An example could be like, say if you just finished telling like your friend a story and they're like, well, I feel like you're not secure in yourself. I'm very secure in myself, and I have my life together. And it's just like, I never asked about your opinion on anything. And people would do that to kind of like boost their ego or make themselves feel confident about themselves. And my thing is, you don't need to bring anybody down to make you feel better about yourself. If you have to do that, that means that you're insecure. And then they do it in a passive aggressive way, like, oh no, I didn't mean it like that. And it's just like, no, you did mean it like that because you would have never said what you had to say. So, third unpopular opinion of 2025. Stop making this DL term like a trend. It's not trendy. The term DL, now everybody's using that nowadays. It's like, I'm gonna dress like a DL, or my type is DL. It's like, no, that was never a thing. DL was a term used in the gay community. It was to describe straight guys that were low-key gay. But now that it's out and you're hearing all heterosexual people using it, it's just like, okay, they're using it and it's just like, you have no relation to it. Stop making this word DL a trend. It's not a trend. Stop making straight men and masculine presenting men think that they're the prize. I see that a lot of straight guys and DL guys think that all gay men want to be after them, and it's just like, that's not the case. That's not true. Not all the time a femme guy wants to be with a masculine guy. Me, for example, I would just go for anybody that's good looking, has a good personality, and that treats me right, and that's all that it is. Like, it don't matter if you masculine, feminine, it don't matter. Stop thinking that you're the prize and that everybody wants straight guys or a masculine guy. No, that's not the case at all. Fourth unpopular opinion of 2025. Stop including race when it comes to your preference or your type. People will be like, what's your type? Oh, I like light skins and Spanish. The fact that you have to bring up race is very telling about your mindset. These are the people that you view as good looking. You would ask them about like black people and they would be like, but I mostly go for light skins. Like, what's wrong with dark skinned people? What's wrong with brown skinned people? And the reason why is because the media always presents lighter skinned people or people that don't pass as black or like non black people. They're making people think like, oh, they're the prize and they're very good looking. And I'm gonna tell you this, there's ugly people all over the world in each race group, and pretty people all over the world in each race group. So it doesn't matter if you dark skin, brown skin, light skin. There's ugly people and then there's pretty people. It doesn't matter. I hate having to answer to people who be like, oh, what's your type? My type is somebody that's, good looking and that treats me right. That's about it. I don't have to put down a race or only like Spanish, no. Now, fifth unpopular opinion of 2025. Non-blacks need to stop saying the N-word. We're in 2025. First of all, the N-word is a slur. It doesn't matter if it's with the ER or it ends with an A, it's still a slur. The reason why black people use it today is to take back power from the slave masters calling us, the N-word with the ER at the end, and, we made it our own thing. Then again, it's detrimental to the black community for us to keep using that slur when it comes with a lot of trauma. It just worsens the case when non-blacks they come into the black culture, they start to get comfortable and start using the N-word and start even using the N-word towards black people, which is the crazy part. It's the fact that y'all use it amongst yourselves when y'all not even black, but the crazy part is when y'all say it to a black person and you're the one that's not black. Makes no sense. Me, I'm from Brooklyn. We have a lot of Spanish people, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. A lot of Puerto Ricans, they use the N word because they live around black Americans. It's the culture, but other places, it's like they don't accept that. Like non-blacks and black people need to stop using the N word, but especially non-blacks because it's weird. It's awkward. It don't matter how you come from the hood, don't matter how hood you are, it's awkward. For me, like even seeing a person that don't even look like me use it towards me, it's like, what's your intention? Okay, so sixth unpopular opinion of 2025. Scamming here in New York is crazy work because it's like, how are you stepping out the house with an outfit that's over $1,000, but you live in the projects? Make that make sense. Really doesn't make any sense because you're wearing Balenciagas, Mackage jacket, the purple jeans, but you live in the projects. Put your money towards something that's worth it. I feel like, especially with black people, if you're gonna scam, at least invest. Invest in like a business. Try to get a house. At the end of the day, that scamming stuff is not it. You could do that just for like once in a lifetime, but I'm telling you, 12 is eventually gonna catch y'all. So y'all need to stop that scamming here in New York. Like, for real. It's ridiculous. My seventh unpopular opinion of 2025. Getting your education and going to school is very important. Nowadays, people want to be rappers, artists, singers, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying you can't be that, but always have a backup plan. And your backup plan is you're eventually going to have to get a degree and go to school. Whether you in your 40s, 50s, 60s, you're eventually going to have to go to school because if your dreams don't eventually work out, you're going to have to get a regular paying job, and that's fine, but that regular paying job has requirements, and those requirements are degrees. So go to school. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to school. Now, my eighth unpopular opinion of 2025. There is no such thing as reverse colorism. And I'm going to tell you the definition of colorism. Colorism is a form of discrimination that favors lighter skin tones and more Eurocentric facial features. So, for example, there's reverse colorism because it happened to me. So, one example would be, I was kind of separated from my family because they used to ostracize me or, other me because I was the lighter one and tell me I was like the pretty light skinned one. Like, it's not colorism. Colorism is if you're othering a person of a darker skin tone than you and you're of a lighter skin tone than them and you're like, you're dark skinned. You can't be around me. Like, you're dark and you're ugly. That's colorism. There's no such thing as reverse colorism, and it all stems from slavery. The slave masters, they had the light Negroes in the house and the dark skinned Negroes working in the field, and that's what started the whole light skins are appreciated more, and the ones with Eurocentric features could get more opportunities, or they're more prettier than dark skinned people with Afrocentric features. That's where it all stems from. Stems from us being colonized, from slavery, and it still exists till this day. But there's no such thing as reverse colorism. Sorry. My ninth unpopular opinion of 2025 is there isn't just one black experience. There's black people that could pass as like Spanish. There's even black people that could pass as white. There is just not one black experience because black people are not just, mono, meaning like black people come in all shapes and forms and sizes. There's light skinned black people, brown skinned black people, and then there's dark skinned black people. So every black person has a different black experience. Not all black people grow up in the same stigma that everybody thinks. Like, we grow up in the projects, we grow up in the hood. I never grew up in the projects. I'm from the suburbs. I went to school in the projects, but I'm not from the projects. I don't know anything about that. I'm street smart because I'm from New York. I know how it gets down, but my black experience may not be the same as another black person's experience. Not all black experiences are the same. Sorry. But stop stereotyping black people because we're not all the same. Sorry. And so, for the final unpopular opinion of 2025, Geminis are the most hated because we tell the hard truth to your face and know how to adapt to certain groups. That's why we're seen as two-faced. I get it, like we're the most unbothered, but the fact that we're unbothered, why does that bother other signs? I don't get it. I'm a June Gemini. My opinion, we're the best, But yeah. My whole thing is with a Gemini, if you don't want to hear the truth, don't ask anything. I'm gonna always keep it a buck because I always want people to keep it a buck with me, because it's like if you don't keep it a buck, that means you don't favor our relationship. That's how I see it. I always keep it 100. Always keep it 100 with me, because that tells me that you love me if we're in a relationship. And that just tells me that you want me to do better, and I also want you to do better. So there's no reason to hate on Geminis. We're the best. I get it. But yeah, that's about it for my unpopular opinions of 2025. So I hope to see you guys on the next video soon. You guys have to comment down below like what other videos you guys want me to make. Yeah, I need ideas. Come on. I want you to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye.